trying to defeat the evil Dragon Lord. And I guess rescue the Ball of Light, though I think we more care about killing the Dragon Lord. Ooh, we've got to start here. So let's put the story on hold while we see what they have. In these top chests, we have an herb. We have a key. You're going to get a second key. They're going to be able to escape the throne room with a key. So we'll see how our runners handle. They do not have the outside spell. So we'll see who goes and saves and checks the treasury and who tries to keep that key. Bobski making the standard play to go save. He'll likely check the treasury, and if he finds nothing to his liking, just reset and keep the key, and lavkian making the same standard play. So we'll get a check at the treasury, and we'll see if we get a reset. Basically, we're looking for the sword here. Anything other than the sword, and we can, well, or a replacement key, and we can just reset and leave the treasury for later. So here comes Bobski with the check, lavkian right behind him. A torch is very uninteresting for this point. Fairy water is essentially useless. More fairy, oh right, he's got the glitch going. Not the sword. Looks like it's a second herb. Who's going to herb grind? I wonder if they're both going to herb grind. I wonder if he's not going to reset. And we're going to get... Ooh, there is some gold. Lavkian decides he's uninterested. So what Bobski's doing right now, he's got the treasure chest glitch activated. Up to mentioning we do have some divergence. Bobski is gold grinding. Lavkian out on the map. There's a little bit of a risk for Bobski because he doesn't have any information about where a town is or even what gear is in that town. If he's able to find a town right away, he can use this money to buy some early gear and get himself off to a very fast start. You can see down there in the stats, 6 strength, not a really great start. And Drakeys have sleep, yikes. So if Bobski can get this money somewhere, he's good, but we'll see. This also means that Bobski will not have the extra key, whereas Lavkian does. Lavkian deciding that Drakey is a hopeless cause. 6 strength, the Drakey's not much fun anyway, but Drakey's with sleep are especially not fun at 6 strength. So Lavkian's going to peruse these desert tiles, hoping for slimes and red slimes. Oh, thank you, up to hurt also. I saw the sleep and figured that was enough. Oh yeah, there's the hurt. Yeah, definitely not interested. Not interested. So Lavkian's going to be on a slime hunt. And Bobski's going to be on a town hunt. So yes, divergence. Up to pointing out that it's a lot of money that Bobski got. Looks like he's getting enough money. Oh boy. Oh, Bobski might have the right idea. The red slime, one of our 2 enemies we'd want to really take out, has DL2 breath. So Bobski looked like he's picking up enough for the royal combination, the flame sword, the magic armor, and the silver shield. But again, he's got to find somewhere to take it. And I don't think I saw him save, so... Oh, maybe I missed it. He does have full herbs, but they're on 6 defense power, 12 agility. You're not running from a lot there. Yeah, Tilo, answering your question, I didn't see him save either, so... Lavkian trying another red slime, hoping... Oh, and Bobski might be about to bad news, hoping the DL2 breath wasn't that common, but he got DL2 breath, and Bobski discovered it as well. Bobski just reset like he did save. Okay, so Bobski's just foregoing the whole gold grind. Interesting. Interesting, he took that time to gold grind and did not save. I guess he's gonna go... He looks like he's making a little run out to scout around for some towns. I guess he's going to scout around for some towns and decide that he wants to re-grind, but he's got a wizard. It's not going to be a lot of fun trying to get through that wizard. Lavkian finding a cave. Hopefully this cave... Oh, that's not going to help. It's the Silver Harp Trading Cave. So both our runners, well, Lavkian anyway, deciding that Zone 0 is not useful. And he's on the hunt for... I guess he's hunting for a zone that might have a blue slime somewhere else. The blue slime is pretty much our last hope. Oh, Bobski using the key to see what's in the basement. Interesting use of the key there. Oh, this could pay off. It's a low chance, but it could pay off. Let's see what he gets in bonus cave. He gets another herb. That's not going to help. And he instantly resets to get his key back. So I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing that reset key, reset screen a lot. Bobski going to check out zone 0. Lavkian going to hope he can get away from the... Ooh, we got a nice roll of 2, but could not avoid that DL2 breath. Oh, and up to bringing up a good point as well, they are running scared metal slimes. So that means that normally metal slimes can't run if you have less than 20 strength, and our runners have much less than 20 strength right now. With the scared metal slimes, they can run at any strength. So even if one of our runners were to branch out and luck into a metal slime, they would not be guaranteed to kill it. And given this seed, the metal slime would have like hurt more or something anyway. Lavkian trying a magician. It's desperate times over here. He's going to hit it for 1 or maybe 0, but he has some herbs, I believe, that he's going to use. And right, as Up2 points out, he can get a critical, so if he can get this, that'd be really, really great. It'd vault him right up to level 2. Kind of with Tilo, I mean, this is just as good as anything else, right? I mean, trying the red slimes is hopeless. The Drakies, well, not hopeless, but tough. The Drakies are pretty much hopeless. And he scouted around for some other zones and not found anything. So there it is. There you go. Oh, he still didn't get it. Wow, but he still has herbs, I believe, so he should finish the Magician off. Oh, no. Magician with a big roll of 4. I think that pause on Bobski's guide might have been rethinking his life and maybe rethinking this. Just speculating. This looks like one that, as a runner, you would think about re-rolling for sure. Yeah, up to I think that. Yeah, that looked like Bobski was pausing for a reseed. Answering Chaos Lord's question. It's not that dumb a question. Can you accidentally drop Erdrick's gear? You can't drop it, I don't believe, but you can sell it. It's a classic one where oh, Lavkian back on his magician. It's a classic one, yeah, where you forget you have, like, say, the sword, and you buy a copper sword, they will buy your Erdrick sword back up. So you can accidentally sell. Actually, in Chaos mode, this is not Chaos mode. In Chaos mode, you might actually consider doing things like selling armor intentionally, because it might have a high price. But in regular Randomizer, those are only worth 1 gold, so it's not very useful. Bobski back on the Magician trail, so we've got dueling Magicians here. We'll see who gets... Apparently you need the crit plus luck, because Lavkian got the excellent move and still need a little extra help. So Lavkian's on to his last herb. Oh, there's Bobski with his crit, and he's going to need a little more to get it done. I didn't see if he has herbs left. Lavkian having to reset out of his Magician fight. And can Bobski... Bobski finishes his Magician off, and he's going to get level 2. Let's hope it's a good... Oh, it's a good one. Lots of power, lots of hit points. They're going to have no problem killing this Magician now. In fact, they could probably one-shot that red slime if they want a little revenge. As I say that, Bobski has killed an Magician, but he was low on resources. Now that he's got his resources refilled, yeah, he's going to be off exactly, Tilo, and he's going to have a nice little path to level 3 there. Interesting here. I thought Lavkian was going to switch up his builds. I think he was on a strength HP before, and he looks like he's going back to a strength HP. I wonder if he's going to try an opening gold grind or something. Herb grind, yeah, gotcha. Oh, there is a little blue slime right over there. Somehow our runners had missed it the whole time. There is a blue slime in Zone 0. It's surrounded by all this other evil, but there is a blue slime up there. With his 11 power, Bobski able to dispatch the red slime well before it can even think about DL2 breathing. So Bobski sneaking up on level 3 very quickly here. Lavkian gonna herb grind, which I understand. He wants lots of herbs for the magician, of course, but unfortunately this will cost him his key. Bobski has held on to the key, and he dispatched the scorpion and picked up level 3. Ooh, there we go. Some agility and hit points. Oh, and hurt more. Yeah, we're off and running. So the seed, and there's Bobski literally off and running. The seed deciding to give us a little tough time, but once we make it to level 2, level 3, it's quite generous there. As a side note, some agility too. We love to see the agility. I mean, it's just nice for running. It's nice for your defense. And of course, we like to see the hurt more. The hurt more is going to make the scorpion go. Oh man, at level 4 with more power and more magic. You love to see the magic when you have hurt more. 18 magic means 3 more heal more casts, hurt more casts. Bobski with just enough HP to get to the swamp spark over bridge and search it. Nothing there, but they are. Oh yeah, answering up to, yeah, not that far behind. Lavkian not that far behind. With full herbs, he should be able to get rid of this magician. The only thing is, he did have to use his key up, and I believe through all the resetting, Bobski still has his key, I think. So that's the only big difference there. As Bobski hurtmores another scorpion, and as Lavkian works on this magician, let's get back to the story real fast, since we're actually going to be able to leave the castle a little bit here. Our runners do want to defeat the evil Dragon Lord. But the Dragon Lord's not going to make that easy. He's hiding out in his castle. It's got an obnoxious little moat in between. So in order to get to the Dragon Lord... Oh, geez, put the story on hold. We got a town on Bobski's side. Basic story is you got to collect a whole bunch of stuff, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's check out this town first. Meantime, as Bobski finds the town, Lavkian's still chipping away, and the key. Ooh, there you go. The key is going to be... There it is. Ooh, Bobski uses the key on the back of Garanham. He was getting close to money to replace that. But anyway, he finds the silver harp. That's one of those story items I've been putting off, and a dragon scale and a cursed belt. Cursed belt is an interesting one, which I'll also get into when I have a minute. Here. In the back of Garanham is darkness. It looks like it's either mountain or tablet cave. Well, it's a druid. Chaos Lord, thank you for the summary there. Kill things, get stuff, be a fool, kill Dragon Lord. Yes. I can't tell. Okay, so it looks like it might be... There you go, Lavkian. Oh, I missed as I was looking at Garanham there. Bobski's in Mountain Cave. Lavkian did get his Magician. Now he is off and running with his 11 power boost. And Bobski burned his key on the back of Garanham, so that's the advantage now. Bobski has Garanham. And let's see if he... Oh, he got the sword. That's a great play there. That worked out perfectly for Bobski. He burned his key on Garanham, and the sword was hiding out back there. And if Bobski wants to... Oh, no, he doesn't have his key anymore. Never mind. I was going to say he could gold grind, but he doesn't have his key anymore. So Lavkian is off and running, but he did have to use his key, and he will not be able to access the back of Garanham until he finds more keys, unfortunately. So that's going to work out in Bobski's favor for sure. Lavkian doing a good job, though. He picked off, I think that was a Scorpion I saw there, and he's up to level 4 already. There's a Metal Slime, which, again, not guaranteed to stick around. Well, our runners have over 20 strength anyway. So we'll see if... I mean, this would be a huge kill, of course, for Bobski if he got it. But it takes off. So let's see, we had a death necklace in there. I forgot the other chest on this floor. I don't think it was very consequential. Ah, a fairy water. Alright, one more to go. This warlock is wonderful for Hurtmore. Yeah, up to pointing out that Lavkian trying to hold on to his gold. Definitely makes sense. There's a lot of good things you can do with that gold if he finds Garanham or finds another town. Answering Eternal Newbie's question, yes, they are both without keys. Bobski used his key on the back of Garanham and lavkian on the herb grind, and Bobski gets fire breathed by the Demon Knight before he can finish the mountain cave, and he can't go back because he doesn't have keys. So yes, DePaul Doug, that is correct. One chest still left in Mountain Cave. And Bobski taking out his frustrations on a magician and another magician. Lavkian has found his Hurtmore spell, and he's found a Spectre, and Spectres don't like Hurtmore very much, so Lavkian is our first to level 6, which is somewhat underwhelming. A little agility and a spell of some sort, which we'll see... Oh, apparently it was Healmore. Well, I guess that's not underwhelming. Bobski's going to be right on his tail, though. Wraith Knight's going to be Hurtmore and give Bobski his level 6 and his Healmore. So the experience is going to be close. They're going to hurt more stuff to death, but Bobski, of course, the advantage of having gone into the back of Garanham, having gone into Mountain Cave, and dug his sword out. Oh, it won't help against this red, though. Oh, and Bobski just runs from the red like it's nothing. So as Bobski explores and Lavkian Hurtmore's things in this forest, I would assume specters and such. Again, getting back to the quest items, our runners are looking for 3 items to build a rainbow drop bridge to get across the Dragon Lord's pesky little moat. And the Silver Harp is one of them. The Silver Harp is one of the 3. The Stones of Sunlight's another one, and the Erdrick's Token is the 3rd item they'll need. So they want to collect up those items, and then the extra twist is you need to trade in the harp for the Staff of Rain. Pretty sure we saw that cave somewhere, although I can't recall exactly where, but I'm pretty sure the runners have seen that cave somewhere, I think. Anyway, once they get all those 3 items, they can find someone out there in the world, and a jerk's out there somewhere in the world, trade them in for a rainbow drop, which will build a bridge to get across that moat, and give them access to the Dragon Lord to kill them. So Bobski has one of those items, but he still needs to find the harp trade-in cave, and he still needs to find the stones, and he still needs to find the token. Bobski has found level 7, though, and he's found a werewolf that does not like Hurtmore. So a touch of divergence here. Bobski is exploring and Hurtmoring things as he explores. Lavkian, we'll see what he does. He was content to Hurtmore in that little forest down there. We'll see if he heads back there. Yep, Lavkian looks like he's hanging out closer to the castle and doing his grind there, which he's found Spectres, he's found Wraith Knights, so they're both really good enemies to Hurtmore, so he's going to be picking up the experience very quickly as well. Although as he explores, Bobski's still finding all those Wraith Knights and Wyverns and good Hurtmore enemies, so this could be working out for him, at least for now. And he's up to level 8 with nice power and really nice magic. There you go. That's, again, if you have a Hurtmore seed, you want to see as much magic as you can. And there's a town. He's going to Hurtmore. Oh, he's not going to Hurtmore this thing, but he's got Erdrick's sword. It's not going to be enough. He's going to get away from it, though. We'll see what town this is. Cantlin. Proverbial shopping mall. Bobski does not have... He has a little bit of money. He doesn't have, like, gold grind money, but he has a little bit of money. So you could hunt around for, like, say, a large shield, or maybe a half plate if he wanted to give himself some defensive protection for more Hurtmoring, more Erdrick sword. Yes, CD also pointing out that he does have a cursed belt, which he can sell. He does not have a key, though, so he cannot check the coordinates yet. I'm not sure if he'd want to, but he cannot check the coordinates yet. So looking at this shop, there are some goodies available, like a silver shield specifically, if he chooses to gold grind later on. But looked like he went with the half plate there. So he'll get a little bit of defensive boost there, and right north of Cantlin, we have a cave. Hey, it's that aforementioned Jerk Cave. So once our runners pick up the Staff of Rain, the Stones, the Sunlight, and the Token, they'll want to revisit that cave just north of Cantlin and trade in those items for the Rainbow Drop, which again will give them access to the Dragon Lord's evil cat. Lavkian doesn't have the sword, but this is a Hurtmore seed, so the sword... Missing the sword, not as big a deal as it would be, and you can see he's keeping pace. He's on level 8 as well. only a few experience points behind. Bobski getting some exploration in, but the lack of the sword not really hurting lavkian a lot because of that hurt more and that just massive amount of MP for these early levels. So lavkian making use of the old man who refills your MP and just firing off hurt mores. Maybe Bobski's encounter luck starting to run a little dry here. He's found a Demon Knight. He's going to try to take the Demon Knight out. He does have Heal More. The Demon Knight does have Baby Breath. But I say running out because the Demon Knight's not something you can hurt more. Bobski does have the sword, and he's up to 97 attack power all of a sudden. So he certainly can kill it. But it's not one of those easy, quick kills like a Wyvern or a Wraith Knight would be. Oh, and the Red Dragon is not any sort of kill. Bobski's going to be able to heal more, but to give himself more run try. Oh, and I was just about to say, it's tough to run from a Red Dragon at 40 agility, but hey, he ran from one earlier at 37 agility, so hey, easy game. Our restreamer Sparkover will be thrilled with all the bridges in that screen right there, as lavkian is going to stumble into Cantlin. So we'll see. Lavkian's got a much more money than Bobski did. Let's see if lavkian can find a lot more goodies to purchase. Lavkian's uninterested in the first shop, but let's see what the second shop down here has. Yeah, so as CD pointed out a little while ago, this might be turning into a Jet Seed. The first level was very painful. Ooh, Bobski finding a really nice green dragon is going to vault himself up to level 9. Look at that agility. There we go. Now he can run from red dragons all day long. Now we're suddenly up. We've got a lot of strength. We've got a lot of HP, a lot of MP for these levels. You can see MP just went orange. We have 99 attack power, or Bobski has 99 attack power with the sword. If you'd asked 10 minutes ago when we were sitting in the desert getting fire breathed on by red slimes, I don't think we would have guessed that 22 minutes in we'd have 99 attack power, yet here we are. Bobski's found Swamp South, so he can go through and see if this leads anywhere interesting. Of course, we know it doesn't lead to the back of Garanham. He's going to check the spike tile here, actually, and he's going to find a Stone Man. They do have the sleep spell, so he's going to kill this Stone Man, I guess. He cannot rescue the princess because no keys. But he's gonna nope out of that. But he has good information about what is guarding the princess, and he knows where Cantlin is, so he can get the coordinates again once he finds keys. Lavkian purchasing some goodies in Cantlin. He's done with his purchasing. He's found a hand axe. He's found a full plate armor, which is a nice defensive upgrade, and he's found a small shield. So best he could purchase there. No large shields available, it looks like. Well, it was just the other shop, but no large shields available. And he's going to see his Jerk Cave, so he'll have that information as well. So Lavkian's starting to catch up on the exploration. Bobski is through Swamp Cave. He's greeted with the sight of another cave and the sight of another red dragon. And it looks like this time he has too much agility to run from it. Actually, in fairness, he was only about a 1 in 3 to run from it there, but it's no big deal, though. Bobski was out of resources, or low on resources anyway, but he knows where Swamp is. He knows there's some cave over there. Hey, man, Pharaon, when you run at 37 agility and run at 40 agility, you know, red dragons don't scare you. But when you get to that 57 agility, well, that's too much. We can't run at that. Armored Knight, usually scary, but Bobski has hurt more, and he has plenty of HP to absorb one hit, so he should be good here. He could probably even absorb a second hit if he had. Meanwhile, Lavkian back in Cantlin buying some goodies, including a Dragon Scale, which, as mentioned in chat, I don't know if I saw him put that on either, but he'll eventually, I'm sure. Wraith Knight and Knight, both good enemies to hurt more. Oh, it looks like Lavkian has found a town up in this swamp up here. Oh, and he's found his fun police, his red dragon. And his red dragon is not going to let him get to that town either. So both of our runners have glimpsed sites of locations. Bobski glimpsed a cave over on Swamp Continent. Lavkian glimpsed a town over here on Main Continent. And both times red dragons told them to get lost. Bobski finding a wizard with stop spell, which normally be good, but we don't have our Erdrick's armor, we don't have our stop spell resistance, so now Bobski cannot heal more, but I think he's still going to get that wizard, despite the spell blocking, and he's getting close to level 10 now. Tilo pointing out, if he's like him, he'll equip the scale when he finds the ring. I find I equip the dragon scale the most when I'm trying to death warp, and I'm just trying to waste my turn. Oh, I'll just use the dragon scale. Oh, I never donned it. Okay, well, hey, took care of that. So maybe once we find the grave and try to death warp, we'll put on our our dragon scales. Both our runners picking up levels. Lavkian to 9, Bobski picking up 10. 10 with more agility, a touch more power, but more agility. So again, I love seeing those agility gains. Agility makes life a lot easier. Oh man, and Bobski, as he explores the world, he's finding a lot of these really nice enemies. He's got an Axe Knight now. Those are really nice to hurt more. I am curious to see... Oh, Bobski's going to swing at this red dragon. He does have 4 heal mores, and he does have 104 attack power. We'll see if Bobski can get this guy. He's got a shot. He's not going to have many resources left afterwards. Lavkian's got a nice green dragon over there. He finishes off his green dragon. Oh, and yeah, Bobski can't quite get the red dragon. Probably a good idea to go for it, though. Again, at like 60, they're at 68 agility now. You're, I don't know, somewhere in the 35%ish to run or so. I can't divide my head that quickly, but somewhere around there to run, and he had a decent shot at taking it out probably, but he's going to go and explore. Doesn't look like he's too interested in that cave. He hasn't headed back to Swamp yet. Oh, Lavkian finding Hawksness and deciding, oh, there's another town nearby. So he's going to go probably check out the other town. There's his dragon scale. Yeah, low on resources. He's probably going to check out the other town. He's probably going to refill, and he's going to go look at that town. Oh, it's Breckenary. So now getting on to the second point, now that we've seen Hawksness, and we've seen Cantlin as well, which has coordinates, there are 3 overworld search spot items. There's one in Coal, there's one in on the map somewhere randomly that you get coordinates in Cantlin for, and there's one here in Hawksness. The one in Hawksness is guarded by a spike tile enemy, but Lavkian's going to take his hurt more, his heal more, his 74 attack power, and he's going to have a really good chance at defeating whatever's there. If he can defeat it, he'll get access to that spike tile, which could have one of 3 things. It could have our armor, our Erdrick's armor, the best armor in the game. It could have the Erdrick's token, one of those 3 key quest items you need to build the Rainbow Drop. It could have the lovely parting gift, the Fairy Flute. Allegedly, the Fairy Flute could be useful, but really, no one wants to see that. Ooh, it's a golem. As I say, no one wants to see the Fairy Flute. Let me rephrase that. We want the Fairy Flute so we can put that golem to sleep and kill it and get access to the spike tile. You never want the Fairy Flute until you see that. The 4th option was it could have a whole bunch of nothing, which also is a really bad one to find. The catch there is that of those items, only the armor is guaranteed to be on a search spot. The token and the flute could be in treasure chests. However, you can sort of tell based on the number of cursed belts you find. We found 1 cursed belt. The cursed belt would basically take the place of either the flute or token in a chest. So the 1 cursed belt we found early on means either the token or the flute. We don't know which one yet. is on a search spot. Bobski has found his way into Remulder, that town that lavkian spied and I don't think went back to. I think that was Remulder, and Bobski has found it, and he has keys again. Yeah, answering Tilo's question, the two towns in the swamp that lavkian found were Breckenary and Hawksness. So, and Hawksness had the golem, so that's kind of not useful until we get the fairy flute. With keys, and Bobski's seen Swamp Cave, he's seen Cantlin. I wonder if Bobski will make a play for the coordinates next. Bobski has not seen coal, but of course, if you can get your hands on that armor, that would be awfully nice. Bobski checking the in chest, and he gets the 2-for-1 special. He uses up 2 keys to get 1 key back. Value talking about the fairy flute is actually a really big champagne flute. Let's not talk about champagne this early in the morning. It's going to tempt me into some very bad idea. We might have gone there if it had been just as slow as the start. If it stayed as slow as the start, we might have gone there, but... Right, so both our runners are going to keep exploring, and we'll see how long it takes lavkian to go back for that town that he saw. Of course, he's going to be concerned about that red dragon guarding the way, but we know now that that's going to be his ticket to keys, his ticket to... has he seen Garanham yet? But his ticket eventually to Erdrick's sword. So hopefully he does head back there. Looks like he's heading that general direction. Meanwhile, Bobski has that cave back on Swamp Continent he caught a glimpse of and got Red Dragon killed at. We'll see if he wanders over there. Oh, lavkian is making a play back for that town. If he can make it there, I'm pretty sure that's Remulder, and he's going to be very excited with what he sees. He does dodge the red dragons, and he is going to have keys as well. Bobski exploring around. I'm pretty sure that's Swamp Cave. Bobski exploring around, making sure he's not missing anything else on main continent before diving back into Swamp. And nope, it's just a big old dead end. Not lighting up Swamp, so I believe he's just wandering through. I don't think he's going for a princess rescue. Well, he hasn't checked the coordinates yet, but I don't think he's going for a preemptive princess rescue. He's probably going back for that... cave. And as Up2 points out, if that last chest in Mountain is the stones, that could be a thing. Yeah, Bobski needs to remember, hopefully he remembers, that he left one chest behind in Mountain Cave behind Garanham. He was able to get his sword. I think the harp was in there too, whatever. He opened up 4 chests, but he left the last one. So maybe he doesn't want to go back and check that immediately because you still have the grave and such that, could have the stones, but definitely want to remember that. That's one that, if it slips your mind, can really trip you up. Lavkian's done with his key purchase. He's done with his 2-for-1 deal, or 1-for-2 deal. And this red dragon is really convinced that Bobski does not need to visit this cave. This red dragon just does not feel like this cave is worth our time, I guess. Bobski on the run strategy, trying to get to this cave. Again, he's got to be, somewhere in the 35% to 40% to run, based on my very, very bad division. And it looks like Bobski has found the grave, so he's going to have access to 3 chests on the top. Still looking for our stones of sunlight. Lavkian getting unceremoniously sent back to the castle there by something. So at some points, and it's not, again, with Hurtmore, it's not as big a deal. You can see, like, with Hurtmore, lavkian has not fallen that far behind, just because he's missing the sword. But at some point, lavkian's going to want to go, of course, find... Ooh, Bobski picking up a metal slime for level 11. With a ton of power and a ton of everything, basically. Just all the things. And there are the stones of sunlight. Perfect. So Bobski probably doesn't have to worry about that treasure chest. Yeah, again, lavkian's going to want to hopefully find Garanham. Well, of course, want to find Garanham. He's going to hopefully find Garanham soon and be able to explore that. That will have the harp. It'll have the sword for him. But since he has Hurtmore, he can keep up without the sword. It's not as... Usually not having the sword is a big problem as he picks up level 10 right there. But with the hurt more and a ton of MP, it's all right, I guess. But at some point, you're gonna want to go pick that up, of course. Meantime, Bobski diving the grave. I guess he's figuring that it's way out here. There's a couple things left in treasure chest he could be interested in. Possibly a fighter's ring. We're still looking for the token. We don't know which if the token's in a chest or on the overworld somewhere. So if it's in a chest, he might pick it up here. He hasn't seen Hawksness yet, but maybe the fairy flute. We don't know. One of them could be in a treasure chest. And actually, now we do know. Both the fairy flute and the token are on the overworld. We've seen 2 cursed belts. So both those items are on the overworld. All the search spots in play. Which means this last chest for Bobski can really only have a fighter's ring. That's kind of all we're down to. Otherwise, I don't think we care too much about it. And up to bringing up an excellent point, yes, there can be a gold grind out of here. Bobski has seen Cantlin, of course. He's seen the silver shield there. He knows the gold grind. He's done the gold grind already. So he does definitely know of that. And yes, he could be death warping out of here. In fact, very likely death warping out of here to grind for at least a silver shield, yeah. Chaos Lord saying Golem guards flute. Definitely possible. Although we're getting to the point, Bobski's stats over there. If he gold grinds for magic armor and silver shield, he hasn't seen Hawksness yet, but if he picks up even just the shield, he could probably kill the golem without a fairy flute. In fact, I'm pretty sure he could easily kill the golem without the fairy flute. So yes, Bobski putting on the scale, so very well called by up to there. Bobski putting on the dragon scale, or re-putting on the dragon scale to effectively pass his turn and let the Wraith Knight kill him. He's going to head back to the castle and almost assuredly gold grind for at least a silver shield. Up to pointing out that Bobski has to be very, very careful. He had 2 cursed items right around his dragon scale, so if he had mismenued there, he would have ended up cursing himself. And there Bobski goes. So the only question is how high he goes, if he's just going for a silver shield, or if he wants to upgrade the half plate as well. I'm not sure he needs to upgrade the half plate, but at the same time, it wouldn't take very long, so I could really see either way. Lavkian, making use of his newfound agility and running from the red dragon, and using the sleep spell, he's going to try to chip away at this stone man. So he'll pick up a little extra experience here if he can keep the stone man asleep. And Bobski starts printing money. We saw this earlier, I didn't quite finish the explanation, but the chest glitch, the game only can keep track of 8 treasure chests opened. As soon as you try to open more than 8 treasure chests, it gets confused and lets you keep reopening the same. And that treasure chest count is only reset when you go onto the overworld. In addition, those 3 chests you open up at the beginning, the game doesn't want you to open them up again, so every time you visit the throne room, you get credit for 3 chests opened. As Lavkian checks the coordinates, we'll get back to that gold grind in a second there. Ooh, coordinates 6 south was promising 54 to the west. I'm not sure if we can count that. But yes, getting back to the gold grind glitch. So basically, if you can open up at least 2 chests somewhere else and die, you'll be sent back to the throne room without touching the overworld. So you'll have your 2 or more chests open. You'll have credit for those. You'll get credit for 3 in the throne room. You can open up 3 in the treasury, and that's your 8. So now you open up that 9th chest, and you get to take it over and over and over again for free. And if that 9th chest is gold, you just keep taking gold over and over and over again until you have all the money you want. Lavkian has all the money he wants. It looks like he did go to magic armor and silver shield, and he does save this time, as Up 2 points out. And we are going to get silver shield and magic armor, I believe, over on this. A couple people in chat pointing out that Lavkian should count the coordinates. Definitely countable if we can walk that far. I don't remember how far west we could go. I don't know if we could go 54 west, but if you can go there, I think it's countable. And of course, lavkian knows that lavkian has not seen the second cursed belt, but lavkian knows that the golem is guarding Hawksness. So even if he found the normally zonk prize of Fairy Flute, he would still be happy with that, actually, because it would let him go right back to Hawksness. He doesn't look like he's in counting mode right now, though, but he does know that one of those 3 items must be on the coordinates. We know every search bot has to have something, but he knows that since they're coordinates, something has to be there, and he's going to like it no matter what it is. So we'll see if he does count. Bobski's run into his old familiar friend, the Red Dragon. Maybe run was not the right word, because he's not able to run on 71 agility. Again, 71 agility, you're I'm so bad at dividing, but what, 40-ish% to run or so? Yes, Zarnax pointing out that Bobski does have 121 attack power, so maybe killing it's the way to... As a slight side note, notice that Lavkian has made his way into the experience lead, by the way. Bobski has some exploration advantage here, and of course he has a couple of items and such, but yes, Lavkian's made his way into the exploration lead, and Lavkian does know the coordinates, and he does know Hawksness, so... Bobski might have an advantage on the items, but they both have some exploration, some significant exploration that the other doesn't, so... Really fortunate for Lavkian that Hurtmore showed up, of course. That's really making this Erdrick sword essentially useless, this advantage useless, essentially. Lavkian able to keep pace by Hurtmoring the world. Bobski with his silver shield, and he is going to refill keys and check the shop. And there is a full plate available that Bobski can improve to. Full plate has the same defensive power as the magic armor. It just doesn't have some of the benefits, some of the hurt more resistance or the refill 1 HP every 4 steps kind of thing. But the full plate will be fine, and he does pick up the full plate with no magic armor available. Up 2 with a nice little checklist there. Yeah, Lavkian does have some homework remaining. He does need to do Garenham. He does need to do Mountain Cave. And he does need to do Grave. So that's part of how he caught up with the experience, was Bobski was busy exploring those things. And Lavkian will have to explore those things as well. Although, by the time he gets to the Grave, he might know that he just needs the stones, and he might get the stones and just nope out of there. So he might save time that way as well. Tilo also pointing out that, yeah, next level is probably Go mode. Yeah, we've got a little bit of strength here, especially on level 12 from Lavkian. 92 strength all of a sudden. 95 HP, just shy of that threshold. 71 agility, kind of sad, but doable. And yeah, once Lavkian gets the sword, I mean, he's going to have plenty. He's going to be in the 132 for attack power. So Lavkian going for the Princess Rescue. We'll see. We'll be able to see what he gets there on the overworld in a second here. Also, Bobski had the coordinates, and he's wandering around like he might try to count these. So let's see if we can go 54 west. Oh yeah, answering Beta Strep already answered the question, Grimoire's question, but what are the runners' win-loss count? This is a 2-in-1 race, so the winner will automatically advance to the bracket stage. The loser will have another chance, though. The loser will drop to the 2-in-2 bracket and have another chance next week to get that all-important third win. Cyranus pointing out, unless we see 0 HP for the next 3 levels. Yeah, actually at 95 HP, you're not happy, but if the other stats are big, you could make it work. I don't know if I'd call 132 attack power big, but if the other stats are big, you could make it work. You might not be thrilled about it, but you can make it work. So, Lavkian has dispatched of the Stoneman. He is off to return his princess. Bobski's walking awfully far west, so I guess we can walk it. I guess there was more land to the west than I thought there was, so we will see who gets there first. Looks like it's going to brush up right on this coast. Oh, Bobski's going to get an Axe Knight that's going to put him right on the cusp of level 12. with all that extra power. Right as he's on the cusp of discovering the Erdrick's token is on the overworld. The token. So again, we know all the search spots are in play. Cole could be very, very important. Cole could have our armor. Or it could be in Hawksness, guarded by the Golem. We were saying earlier that you'd want the Fairy Flute to help with the Golem. Bobski could pretty much wreck the Golem on his own if he found Hawksness right now. But yes, I think it was Chaos Lord was saying the Golem could very well be guarding the Fairy Flute. We don't know which one of those two search spots has what. Bobski revisiting Garanham real fast, and he's off to explore. If he heads to the east a little bit, I believe he'll find Garanham. He's gonna do his homework. He's gonna do his harp trade in. So Bobski, he did find the token, which he's probably looking for the armor, but whatever. He's got his harp traded in for his Staff of Rain, and he is now ready for the Rainbow Drop. And both of our runners have seen the Rainbow Drop cave. It's just north of Cantlin. Go east, Lavkian. Lavkian, if he had gone east, would have seen Garanham and would have been able to do Mountain Cave, got his sword, got his harp, got all kinds of goodies. It is only a matter of time before he goes east, but yeah, east would have taken all those goods. Speaking of east, Bobski heading east, finding another metal slime. And if Bobski keeps going east, I think he stumbles across Hawksness and Breckenary. Bobski also picking up the level 12. We saw level 12 on Lavki on the screen, but he picks up his big level 12, and there you go. There's your, with the sword, there's your 132 attack power going green. 132 attack power, you do only need 88 MP on average to kill the Dragon Lord, or at least get you close, so these would be go stats. If we maybe had a touch more HP, we'd like a little more agility too, but there again, there is some homework to be taken care of. We still need the armor, we still need to get the Rainbow Drop. Bobski has stumbled across the Breckenary Hawksness. He sees Hawksness and he's probably going to go check out that other town. That other town, he doesn't know it's Breckenary yet, but that other town very well could have been Cole, and maybe he doesn't need Hawksness at all. Yeah, he nopes right out of Breckenary. And he's going to go back to Hawksness, and he's going to find that Golem, and we'll see what is awaiting underneath the Golem. Yeah, up to point out, this early go time level favors Bobski heavily. Yeah, I mean, Bobski's gotten a lot of the homework done. He's got all the quest items, and he's got a very big lead on the exploration at this point. So if we don't need a big grind, yeah. Oh, well, hello. That's going to even things up a little bit. The Golem has Sleep. And we have all of our spells except for one, which is Stop Spell, which is a spell we might want for this. So Bobski, of course he's going to give this a try here and see if he can kill the Golem through the Sleep. The Golem looked a little sleep happy, although the Golem attacks there. Might be able to get around the sleep issue. Looks like Lavkian's on his way to the second continent, and so he's going to see his grave. And I wonder if Cole's over here too. We've seen an awful lot of first continent. Oh, he's looking for the search spot over here. Bobski dispatches of the Golem, and he gets the armor. So Bobski just needs the Rainbow Drop, and he is maybe in go mode even. Might not even need to grind. He might want to grind, though. That 71 agility is a little scary. That 95 HP, a touch low. He might want, he's very close to 13. He probably should pick it up anyway. Meanwhile, Lavkian's got the grave. Serenus pointing out, armor, this is going to be fast. It will be fast. Again, about half an hour ago when we were sitting in the desert getting fire breathed on by everything that moved, who would have thought this would have come in at about an hour? But this has gone very, very quickly. Up to asking or commenting, Mountain is in Garanham, which I thought Lavkian saw before he didn't have keys. I don't think Lavkian ever saw Garanham. Even without keys, I don't think he ever made it over there. I think Bobski was the only one that that made it there. I'm not 100%, but I don't think lavkian's seen it. Lavkian decided to do the full grave, which makes sense. He is short. He found his stones. He just found his stones up on the top there of the grave, but he is short on quest items. He's still looking for the sword. Death necklace, spider's ring, those kind of things could be down there. There's a lot of stuff that could be down there. Oh, he hasn't even seen the second curse belt, so token possible. So he's going to look for those things. We know that there's nothing under here, but he's going to go look for those things under here. And it does make sense. There's a lot of stuff he still needs that could be in these two chests, and the grave is relatively far away. But Bobski, equipped with his armor, looks like he's going to dispatch the Armored Knight. He's going to head back over towards Cantlin and get his Rainbow Drop. And just peeking ahead to level 13 for Lavkian, on Lavkian's screen, I don't know if Bobski's going to be thrilled with level 13. It's a kind of borderline. That said, there's no really great grind. Well, I guess everyone in the overworld's a good grind spot. You can hurt more a lot of stuff on the overworld, but I wonder if Bobski will decide to pick up 14 here. I guess we'll see in a second. Not that far to 14, and 13 is... Farron Burgundy asking if Bobski just finding things in the right order. Sort of. He did some exploration. He was able to explore, and he found Garenham, which had a couple quest items and the sword. He was able to get Hawksness and get the armor out of Hawksness. He counted the coordinates, which is a little faster than Lavkian rescuing the princess. And yeah, Zarnax, the stones were on the top floor of the grave, yes. And up to pointing out they don't have the fighter's ring yet. Yeah, the fighter's ring is the one item out of a chest that we might still care about. The fighter's ring will grant you an extra 2 attack power. That doesn't sound like much, but in this case, it could make a very big difference. Like in this case right now, at 135 attack power, Bobski's doing 8 to 17. If he were to find the fighter's ring, he'd go up to 137, where he'd be doing 9 to 18. So that'd be +1 to both his min and max, and that's pretty significant against the Dragon Lord. That takes you from, on average needing about 13 attacks to needing only about 12. And if you can find an item that requires 1 less attack to the Dragon Lord, that's good. So yeah, a couple people pointing out in chat that 13 is winnable. If you're talking about short Sharlock, you might take a shot at it, but if you could get all the resources to the bottom, you're not thrilled about your agility, so who knows if you can get all the resources to the bottom, as Beta Strep points out. You're not thrilled about that HP. 96 is a little iffy, I guess. 85 defense is fine. Dragonlord can only hit you for 48. Spark over with the excellent comeback, but agility is just a number. Oh, you are telling... We've all had the double, triple run blocked by a wizard at over 100 agility. We've all been there. Bobski with his Rainbow Drop, with his Airdrix gear, with his Silver Shield. That's another thing, too, that he has over Lavkian, is he gold grinded, actually twice, but he gold grinded for his Silver Shield. Lavkian's still rocking the small, and I don't think we've seen a large shield anywhere. I like Pyrolites. I thought agility was a state of mind. It is a state of mind, and for me, not a very good one, apparently. Oh, right. Up to bringing up a good point. I'm talking about Go mode and stuff. Has Bobski seen Sharlock? That's a very good point. We should probably know where to go before we try to go. That is an excellent point. Bobski has not seen Sharlock, so I wonder if that is over on the second continent as well. Seems like we've pretty well exhausted first continent, but yes, we have a minor detail. We need to know where the evil guy is before we can go try to kill him. If Sharlock is over here on the second continent, that could cause some trouble. Hopefully Cole is near it, because otherwise it could be a very, very lengthy walk to Sharlock, in which case you would definitely want to pick up the safety level, I think. You don't want to mess with borderline runs when Sharlock's far away. Oh look, the Drakey! I remember getting slept and baby wrecked by him 50 minutes ago. So Lavkian has got a nice experience lead here, but unfortunately, again, given that it's early levels and that Bobski... Oh, look, there's Cole. That Bobski's got all those quest items done. This experience may not end up mattering. It will give us a sneak peek at level 14, though. And yes, as chat points out, easy slime. One-shot metal slime on Bobski's side. And look at that. Cole is right next to... I see the little bricks of Sharlock. Cole is right next to Sharlock. So that's a nice, convenient refresh point for our runners. They'll be glad to see that. Cole, we know now, has just the fairy flute, so nothing of importance there as far as the search spot goes. But that refresh point right near Sharlock, very nice. Lavkian's going to give us a sneak peek at 14. Yeah, 14 is probably going to be enough for Bobski. You get the HP to make you happy. You've got a little more agility to make you happy. You get that extra 2 attack power that we were talking about. 2 strength, 2 attack power we were just talking about. Bumps you up, bumps your min and max range up. You're probably happy on 14. And in fact, Bobski at 135 attack power could do one of those, pick up just the little exploit. He's going to get 1,000 experience or so on his way down, and then be very happy with 14. I mean. And yes, Beta Strep pointing out that Bobski will also have 88 defense, and so he'll be breaking everything up to Axe Knights. Yeah, so he'll be breaking wizards, star wyverns, werewolves, green dragons. All that stuff will be broken on level 14. Actually, he's already breaking wizards. Lavkian finding Cole, and probably somewhat underwhelmed to find his fairy. I guess from his perspective, he can use the fairy flute to go back to Hawksness and kill the golem, but I mean, I'm sure he would have obviously rather had the armor there. Yeah, up to maybe banking on the ring in the treasury. We almost know the ring has to be in Sharlock somewhere. There was that one chest in Mountain Cave that he left behind that could have the fighter's ring. The fighter's ring would help a little bit, I guess. He'd go from 9 to 18 to 9 to 19. Oh, and now here go the Hurtmores. So I wonder if he's going to abort this and head back out. Or is he just grinding, maybe? Maybe he's just going to grind for 14. Merkarsis, to answer your question, where did Lavkian miss the sword and the armor? The sword was in Garenham, and he has not seen Garenham. Garenham is just one screen east of the castle, but tucked up right along the coast, so he's walked by it a couple times, but just has not been able to see that yet. Oh, hey, look, there's our answer to the fighter's ring. The other chest I forgot, the tablet cave. And yeah, the armor was in Hawksness, guarded by a golem. Lavkian saw the golem, but he was too low of a level to take out the golem, and he did not have the fairy flute at the time. And yes, ring in tablet cave for Lavkian, which means that if Bobski had tried to get the ring in treasury, that would have failed. There's nothing of interest in the treasury as we now know. Oh, Star Wyverns with sleep. So 14 will be nice because at least you'll defense break them when if they put you to sleep. Bobski has not gotten 14 yet though, so he's not defense breaking, but he is just going to kill it here. And Bobski with the Hurtmores, so he's definitely just going to pick up 14 here. Probably try to grab some information about Charlotte. Yeah, and a good point in chat from Betastrep. This race may have looked different if stats had been stuck until level 17 or 18 as we've seen in the past. Yeah, especially because lavkian has been focusing more on grinding versus exploring, whereas Bobski's gone for the early exploration. And, that's going to benefit Bobski because, of course, even though lavkian is a level ahead, almost a level ahead, you don't need that level, right? Bobski can probably make this happen on 14. So, unfortunately, being ahead and winning the race to 16 doesn't really matter if you can win the game on 14. So, unfortunate the way the stats worked out. It would have been really interesting to see if exploration beat grinding if we had to go to like 16 or 17. And answering Cyrenus, or commenting on Cyrenus, it would have looked very different if Hurtmore had not shown up. Yeah, if Hurtmore hadn't shown up, lavkian would have been sunk. Bobski would have had the Erdrick sword for an extra hour plus over lavkian. Without Hurtmore, you can't keep up. There's just no way. So Bobski picks up 14. He's outsiding. Look at all the green. Tons of green on the screen. Yeah, lavkian's got a nice experience lead, but looks like once you make it to 56-25, that's all that's required. Lavkian in the area of the token. So he's going to find the token. He needs the token, so he's going to be okay to see it. But now, and he'll know where the armor is. Unfortunately, armor is the last of the 3 search spots that he checks. So that's a little unlucky for him. Hopefully on his way back to Hawksness this time, he'll get a glimpse of Garenham and find his harp and his sword to finish his collection. Just a little north. He's one tile. Go north. Oh, no. So yeah, Garenham is just to the north, and he's just missed it, tucked right up there on that coast. And that's where the sword is. Yeah, up to pointing out, even though we see a lot of green, this dive not guaranteed. Zone 1 has armored knights. You're only about, 45-ish% to run from an armored knight. But, yes, as Betastrep just pointed out, you're breaking Star Wyverns, so their sleep doesn't matter as much. You're breaking green dragons, you're breaking wizards, you're breaking werewolves, that helps. Bobski can also probably burn a heal more if he needs to. He probably only needs 10 of them. Of course, you would rather hold on to it, but yes, there's all kinds of things that could go bad. 76 agility is green, but it's not super safe by any stretch. And just to make lavkian's day even better, a red dragon is going to try to stop him from getting to Hawksness, but I believe lavkian's going to use his 114 attack power with the hand axe to make the red dragon go away. So far, so good on the first floor for Bobski. Star Wyvern being a little annoying, but again, they're broken, so he won't take too much damage. The Star Wyvern gets a couple nice 13s off, but still okay. More red dragon friends for lavkian as he tries to get to this armor, desperately tries to get to this armor. He dispatches of that red dragon. He'll need to hop into Breckenary to refill. Once he does that, though, he's got the flute, he's got a lot of attack power, a lot of defense power. The golem's not going to be a problem. He will finally get his armor, and if he goes up and gets his Garenham and gets his harp and sword, as Up to points out, if this dive fails from Bobski, lavkian will not be that far away. Lavkian is not that far from Go Mode himself. He just needs to spot Garenham, make a quick little run through Mountain Cave, and lavkian is in Go Mode himself. Ooh, more Star Wyverns. This one deciding that Bobski needs to snooze as well, but Bobski does get away. So Star Wyverns and Armored Knights in Zone 2 also. Armored Knights, again, you can get away from them, but the problem is they might cause... Well, he got away from that one, too. They might cause Bobski to eat a heal more, too. Alright, lavkian back on the spike tile. This golem, again, should provide no problems for him, and this golem's going to give him level 15. So the other thing, too, is lavkian might be a little late to the go party here, but if he goes and finds Garanham, makes a quick run through Mountain Cave, he's going to have level 15, and the dive might be very, very safe on 15, like ridiculously safe on 15. So that could be an advantage. This experience might still come into play, especially if the bottom zone is very mean to Bobski or any runners. And the Star Warbin, yeah, up to pointing out you're getting put to sleep so many times. Ooh, red dragons on the bottom floor. Oh no. Yeah, Star Warbin's in all 3 zones. Star Warbin's not a danger to really kill you because you're defense breaking them, but they're putting you to sleep and just wasting time. And Red Dragon's going to waste a heal more from Bobski, so he needs to... Gets away from that one. He's still okay-ish. You can do this on 10 heal mores. But that puts a dent in his chances, obviously, using that heal more. Yeah, up to pointing out that he still doesn't know, Bobski still doesn't know the location of the fighter's ring, so he might check the treasury. And yeah, Beta Strep, he can win at 72 MP if he is lucky and doesn't get ambushed. That is true, because he can get the opening double, so that's a good point. If he gets a nice DL1, he can... Ooh, this bottom zone is pretty nasty, though, but Bobski runs. Yeah, if he gets a nice DL1 and gets an opening double, he can make it work on 72. So yes, even if he does have to burn a heal more on the spike tile, but... Ooh, more armored knights. So this is actually maybe shifting in lavkian's favor, because he picked up that extra level 15 while I was looking over there, and 15 came with 10 extra agility, which means that when he gets down here, lavkian will be a coin flip to run. It also came with 13 extra MP, so he has a couple extra heal mores to work with, and 13... Oh my gosh, what didn't you get on that level? And he's at 120 HP, so he's gonna get some doubles as well. 15 is a very, very safe level to go, but lavkian still needs to go just a little north. Oh, and find Garanham. This is one of the worst situations in a runner in lavkian's shoes here, where you need one location, just one spot. You cannot find on the map anywhere. He's literally only missing Garanham. He knows he's only missing Garanham, and no matter where he looks, he just for the life of him cannot find it. I think if he goes just a little to the west, he's gonna see it finally. Meantime, Bobski with a Stone Man on the spike tile. He's gonna use his heal, so he's gonna preserve that heal more. Ooh, he's got to try to save an herb. Ooh, he really doesn't want to use a heal. Okay. There. He's going to use his last herb, so he needs a very kind DL1. Yeah, Zarnax, and missing a spot on the map, and it's one annoying, and especially when it's that close to the castle, and you know you've walked by it so many times. When he finds it, he's going to be just kicking himself. We've all done it. I've done it many times. It's just the worst. You just comb the map, you circle the map over and over and over. But let's see Bobski, and let's see how he goes on this Dragon Lord. A 16 to start. That'll work. And a 14. We're at 30 already. Yes, I kind of agree with Beta Strep. Those are 2 really nice rolls, 2 above average rolls, and I think we're a favorite too as well. A 16 again, up to 46 already. Another 16. 62. Oh my god. Yeah, just keep rolling. Just roll max all the time. You don't have to worry about MP then. 13, which is actually average, so we're at 75. And another 16. Just chalk it up to 91. Yeah, I think he's in good shape. And a double. Yeah. 102. I mean, I could probably stop counting. I don't think the count matters. 102 is lavkian on the second continent, so sadly, another double to... Oh, no, that was a regular one. 16. I forgot what the count is. It doesn't matter. I I think Bobski pretty much has this in the bag at this point. Puts a 17 on there just to be sure. And poor lavkian now searching second continent for Garanham, so we know that's not going to be it. And any second now. Well, I guess he's got one more heal more to go. Must be a high HP Dragon Lord. I feel like this Dragon Lord. There he goes. He had an attack to spare. So get out your GGs for Bobski. He's going to win this race. Amazing time of 110 considering the start. I am shocked. I mean, I don't think any of us would have guessed we would have been at a 110, but get out your GGs for Bobski. Really well played, especially at the beginning there. And Bobski's going to move to 3-1, and he is into the bracket stages. And tough for lavkian because he did just miss that one town. If he just walked a little north, he would have found Garanham, and he would have been right there. As soon as he finds Garanham, he's going to win, like, I don't know, a few minutes after finding Garanham, especially. Looks like he's gotten the news. Looks like he's donezo with it. But yeah, that was just really... Now, good news for lavkian is next week, he still has a shot to make the bracket stages. 2-2, so he's still in it. But, yeah, that was a tough one for lavkian there. Looks like we're going to have lavkian joining us in a second, and we're going to have Bobski. I don't know if Bobski's going to come on in, but we'll get some insight from the runners on this one. Lavkian's probably not going to be very happy when he finds out where that actually was. That is the worst feeling when you miss a location by that's that close. Like I said, we've all been there, but... And P.S., look at those death counts. 10-9. I feel like
I basically have two questions for you, right, guy?
Yeah, lavkian.
How did Bobski get level 2? And when?
He got it about the same way you did. He got an excellent move on a magician, but he got his early on with a couple more herbs, so he was able to finish him off. It was only maybe a couple minutes before you.
He did the herb grind before I did? He reset for that?
No, he did a gold grind, but couldn't get the money anywhere, and then... I
So
think
he just used the one herb to win that fight, like I tried to do?
I can't remember. I think it was 1 or 2 he used, yeah. Maybe
okay, and where was Garanham?
So we were pointing that Garanham was to the east of the castle and just maybe like a 1 screen north. You probably walked by it a couple times. Like on the way to Hawksness and Breckenridge, you went to the east and south. If you went to the east and just a little north, you found Garanham up there.
That's cool. Give my GGs to Bobski.
Yeah, so lavkian not thrilled at the start of that one, of course. That was a brutal. And also not thrilled with missing Garanham by 1 screen. Like I said, we've all been there, but that's a tough one. Yeah, chat. I can't remember how many herbs that Bobski had. It felt like more than 1. But yeah, that's right. He there was an herb in the Stones of Sunlight Cave, but Bobski did reset because he had that extra. And we do have Bobski in here. GG's to you, Bob.
Thank you.
That was a seed of some sort. Couple of questions for you. First of all, what are you thinking at that start? I mean, that start was, yeah.
That start was terrible. I couldn't get a blue slime to save my life. I found out they were in that zone after I'd already gotten level 2 in that strength. But, man.
Yeah, I did point that out when you found it. Runners desperately trying to get level 2, can't find blue slime. Runners have 20 strength and trying to level up. Nothing but blue slimes. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it was just RNG being RNG. But I was wondering if that gold grind was going to bite me. I wondered if lavkian was just going to get me by 2 minutes at the end, and I would just be sitting there thinking if I had either gotten to Garanham or just not done it. But it turned out that it was okay.
Yeah, we did notice that you were trying a whole bunch of different things with that extra key. That extra key gave you guys some flexibility. So, like, you used it to do a gold grind. lavkian used it to do an herb grind. I know you checked the back of Tantegel hoping for things. Yeah, a lot of different strategies with that extra.
I threw everything at the wall and nothing stuck, so I kept the key until I got to Garenham. And then I just said, well, there's the sword, let's go.
Yeah, that was probably one of the big things that that helped you out in this one, actually, was that you were able to hold on to the key. lavkian had to do herb grind to kill his magician. You killed the magician without having to use the key, and then so you're able to get to Garenham and get...
Yeah, that start has just all the options for you, and any of them can play out the right way. It's just kind of getting lucky. Had I not, found Garenham, or if that had been, Remolder, keeping the key would have been, a bad move. Because I did the gold grind, I did the herb grind as well, actually, when I gold grinded. But I just, died, and I saw, I don't remember what it was, but it was something that I shouldn't be able to run from in, 15 years. So...
Well, I definitely pointed out as it was going on that you ran from a red dragon at 37 agility, you ran from a red dragon at 40 agility, but when you got up into the 70s, there was no running from them because randomized.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where I was going to die whether I hit it or ran away early, so I was like, well, what the heck, if I, get really lucky and go. It's kind of the same thing with the metal slime, you swing at it hoping it doesn't run away. But, well, that paid off a couple times, and it really helped the exploration. I was really happy to see Remolder when I did, because I was really starting to think that I was going to get burned by not having a key.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad not having a key. Like I said, you used that key as best you could, to get the sword out of there. But yeah, how about one of the other questions I wanted to ask too was, you had Hurtmore. Once Hurtmore showed up, you guys are obviously really happy, and you decided to go off and explore with that. And little difference. lavkian decided to grind near the castle. I guess what are your thoughts on that? What were you thinking at that point?
I'm thinking, on a normal weekly race, or something where we're just with the whole cadre of talented runners that usually show up for weeklies. I might stick around and find a zone that has good things to fight. But because there's a little bit more on the line with these, I just decided, the aggressive play is either going to pay off or it's going to burn me. But I could also get burned by just sitting around in the wrong zone and, grinding on, say, metal scorpions or something. So, I just kind of said, well, I've got a little bit of magic, and I'm only going to be able to do 1 or 2 Hurtmores anyways, so let's go and see what we can see. Because I'm going to need to Death Warp or find an inn. So I might as well take the Death Warp in a functional way, and even if I only get to burn 1 Hurtmore, we get to play.
Yeah, that worked out really well for you too, because you were able to find things that to hurt more on the way, kept the experience going. Plus, also having the ghost stats on 14, poor lavkian was having trouble finding Garenham, but he actually was on 15 when you won. But the thing was, you didn't need 15, so it turned out to be the right move as the stats were.
I thought 13 might be go, and I just kept run failing. It was a little bit low on the agility. I thought maybe my RNG luck would pay off, but I should have known better, because Sharlock agility doesn't matter. It's just getting lucky.
Yeah, we definitely saw that dive attempt that you turned into a grind for 14. That was definitely the call. 13 would have been tough, especially with those armored knights. Yeah,
I mean, I was like, maybe it's going to give me all wizards, or some blue dragons or something that spam hurt. But it wasn't going to be, and I thought, I know my agility's low. I know that it's worse than a coin flip a lot of the time, so, let's see what happens. But again, lavkian's just a terrific runner, so I was really concerned that I was somehow behind, and I wanted to go as soon as I could, and even if I, originally I was hoping to see more wizards on the way, because I knew I could just two-shot them and, move right on, and hopefully they'd stop spell at me, but I only saw like 3 of them the whole Sharlock, where I saw, how many Star Wyverns and how many of them back attacked me and put me to sleep. I think more than 3, so more than the wizards.
Oh, we saw a Star Wyvern in every zone, so yes, at least 3. The good news was you did gold grind again for that silver shield. So you were defense breaking them at least.
Yeah, I was concerned that maybe there was a key in the last chest in Mountain Cave that I could have had a key to walk around with again, but got lucky, found the equipment I needed. Didn't sell Erdrick's sword, so that was a thing that I'm always concerned about in the heat of the moment and kind of moving fast as I can.
Yeah, you don't want to sell that.
Nah, not really, especially when you don't have the key to get another one if you needed it.
At least not for 1 gold. Get a better price than 1 gold. Last thing about this seed is, looking at that death counter. If you, I don't know if you see the screen or not. 10 to 9. You finished in 1 hour and 10 minutes. I don't remember the exact time, but I feel like we were a good 15 minutes or so to level 2. I mean, how do you feel about the rest of that seed? Would you have ever guessed after getting level 2 that this would have finished in 1 hour 10 with 10 deaths to 9?
I had no idea what was going to happen, but I think I'd have to look at the timestamp. But I actually, asked for a reseed. I said I'd take it. That was before I'd gotten my magician and saw the 2nd level, but I still would have taken it. I think. I didn't expect this seed to go as well as it did. Getting, I think, hurt more at 3 and heal more at 4 was, that's huge. We've seen a lot of 2 and 3 hour seeds in the tournament so far, and that's just because hurt more and heal more come so late, and there's no strength to be had. We had the big stick, we had hurt more, we had heal more. We just had everything. The only thing we didn't have early was the armor, and that was sitting in Hawksness, which I got lucky to stumble into. I thought, well, I haven't been over here. Let's try it. I thought that swamp was much smaller. I had thought I had already checked there, but every once in a while I swing back around and kind of double check my mapping in memory. So got lucky and found the things. Good exploration luck really helps.
Okay, yeah, you walked, at least when you were walking over there, we thought you were walking over the purpose, like you knew you still had to explore it. So it kind of looked like you were beelining for.
Yeah, it was close enough that I thought there might be more there. Just based on kind of everywhere else that I had seen on other parts of the map, I figured that the world didn't end there. So, sometimes I double check my logic. Every once in a while, I'll lose time because I like to double check, just because I don't always trust myself to have verified the coast. But I also remembered that the first time I was there, I didn't have enough health to swamp walk for a long time. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's one that I always forget about is, when you don't have the armor, you don't have much resources, you forget about some big swamp somewhere you didn't check earlier in the game. So yeah, that was very good on you to go back and check. So last question I have for you, this moves you to 3-1 bracket stages, right? How are you feeling about that, other than the obviously good?
I feel a lot better about it on this side of the match. Lavkian is a terrific runner, and I was definitely concerned. I'm pretty sure Lavkian's in the top 10 in SRL right now, but there's just so many great runners who are in the 2-1. So when the draw came out and I got Lavkian, I was concerned. I didn't get an S card, so that's okay. But I'm happy that I could make it to 3-1 and kind of survive in advance for now. I didn't want to go to week 5 and have to win, so I feel really good about that.
Nice. Yeah. Well, GG's to you. That was well played. Thinking about running any weird flags next week, maybe.
We'll see. I mean, it'd be kind of fun to show some of them off, but we'll see who I match up with. Maybe if I get Mr. Holmes, we'll just take it to a totally different Dragon Warrior.
Ooh, little Dragon Warrior 2. Peek there, huh?
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen, but just for kicks.
All right. Well, any last thoughts about this one before we wrap it up?
No, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Restream team. Y'all putting this together in non-traditional time was really appreciated. So thank you very much to Sparkover. Thanks to you, Rai Guy, and I want to say, was it Zarnax that was tracking? I don't see it right now, but I thought I saw that on the spreadsheet.
Yep, Zarnax is our tracker. Sparkover was restreaming for us. And GG's to you, Bobski. GG's to you, Lavkian. Lavkian not with us, but he had a really good race despite the unkind RNG.
Yeah, sometimes you just get unlucky, but that's the way it goes. Have a great one, everybody. Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you, Bobs. Yep, we've all been there. That's definitely how it goes sometimes. So looking ahead to the rest of today, there are no more afternoon matches. Mr. Spokes asked about afternoon races. We do have some races later tonight, though. In fact, we have a whole bunch of them. Five more up here. We've got whoops, had it a second ago. Let me pull it back up again here. We've got a couple of more. We've got a couple more races for playoff bursts. We've got one race to stave off elimination, and we've got a couple races for basically for fun. So we've got coming up next Nitsky1 and Moonblaze Wolf. They're racing at 9 Eastern tonight. I believe they're on Randomania 1. They're on one of the Randomania family of networks. They're 0-3, so they're racing for fun. They're racing for pride. Both good racers, though. Both really fun to watch. Both kind of new, but both very fun to watch. And they might pull out some new flags. You never know. Similarly, Mr. Holmes and Smashy are in the 3-0 bracket, so they might pull out some fun shenanigans for that one. They're also at 9 o'clock. I think they're on RPG Limit Break. I think I remember seeing that. As far as the ones that are still going for the bracket stages, Braxis Muse and Angel FM, they are both in the 2-1 bracket, trying to clinch a spot in the bracket stages. They go on at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on one of the Randomania family of networks. Also, Melee Wizard and Algebra, they're going off at 10 o'clock Eastern as well. They're also 2-1, looking to punch their ticket to the bracket stages. And our last race at 11:30 night, also on one of the Randomania channels, J-Man 1865 versus Veil UV. They are 1-2, so that's an elimination match. The winner will get a chance to advance next week, and the loser will be eliminated. So no afternoon races, but we've got 5 more coming up later tonight to entertain you all. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you very much to Sparkover for restreaming and Zarnax for tracking. This was definitely a non-traditional time. Thank you once again to our 2 runners, Bobski and Lavkian, who, major props to them for putting up with that. I could certainly see breaking my controller at the start, so major props to both of them for making it as far as they did. And, Farron, before we sign off here, Farron, I did not get the just added 6 p.m. race. There's a 6 p.m. race. Sigma Fan versus Scratch Dragon? No, I did not see that one. Let's see. I did not see that one. Yes, my schedule does not show that at all. Apparently there's a 6 p.m. race that was just added. Sigma Fan versus Scratch Dragon. So you get 6 races tonight. Thank you, Farron, for that addition. I did not see that. So with that, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for watching at 11 a.m. I hope you didn't get in trouble at work, or hope you rest of your day didn't get all messed up. But thank you to Sparkover again. Thank you to Zarnax and Ryguy3745. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you at some of these other races here. Have a good day, everyone.